Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness, y'all. We back. Ooh, baby. We back, y'all. Get in here. Get in here. There goes my notification. There goes my notification. What's up, y'all? Hold on, hold on. Let me change. Ooh, they trying to get me, baby. They trying to take me down on this motherfucker. Ooh. Y'all already know your girl's gonna be prayed up. Y'all already know. The attacks are real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm sitting here. I woke up to a couple of things, you know. Hold on. Let me turn the money on. So I am being targeted. I'm being attacked. And I'm not even trying to play a victim or anything like that. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. I really don't. I really don't. I'm always going to tell my story on my channel. I'm always going to talk my business on my channel. I don't talk about anybody else. I've talked about, the person that I was in a relationship with, but I've always done that. I've always done content like that. Any man that I was dating or talking to, maybe even like or attracted to, I'm going to talk about it. I talk about everything here on my channel. I do more lifestyle. I do more in real life type of content. So Sammy's going to continue to do that. That is the type of content that I do. People wanted to say, good morning, sis. People wanted to say that I was using another content creator for content. How? When our relationship was public, um, everything that, transpired between us was public. Even when I tried to talk to them discreetly behind the scenes about certain things, they wanted to make it public. So that narrative of me using someone for clout, for content, not true. Not true. Um, I'm mourning the relationship that I thought was real, that I really thought I had a genuine connection with this man. I really did. I really did, y'all. But as I play things back in my mind, I feel as though I may have been used. I feel as though I'm, you know, I don't know. Um, but I woke up this morning and Jag left a comment. Jag left a comment for me. So, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really hoping that she's willing to come over here and have a conversation with me. I'm humbly asking if she will come by here. Let's go ahead and just time them out, sis. Please, just time them out. I don't. Let's time them out. That's a weirdo. They don't need to. But thank you for deleting a comment. Y'all tap the screen to like this video. Good morning, Thurman. Good morning. I'm happy to be back, yo. We back, Thurman. I've been down for a week. I couldn't post. I couldn't do anything over here for a whole week. So that shit was a whole lesson learned. That shit was it sucked. It sucked. But we back. Um I want to get back into just having a good time on this app and just getting back to my content and just continuing to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I had the last time I went live, the live was struck while I was live, so it put me on a restriction. It was like I was suspended. But I'm so happy to be back, y'all. Um I am not associated or affiliated with anyone. I want to continue to mind my own business and my own content. I genuinely try to, be a support. And with me supporting, other content creators, I still ended up having to engage with these very toxic people that don't like me, that have been targeting me, that have been doing the most. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really happy that I get to just, move on now, seriously. Um, I don't have anything to do with that sector. I don't want anything to do with that sector. Um, I saw We the People. I just saw a little bit of her live this morning. I saw that she went live last night. And it's weird to me. Um, I don't know if y'all are noticing, but I'm being made to look like I'm a jealous woman, that I'm intimidated by other women, that I have an issue with women. She just said something about she heard Ben say that I wanted him to block We the People. I'm not sure what his motive is. I'm not sure what he's trying to do, but I can absolutely assure you guys that I've never requested that he block anybody or anything like that. I'm not sure where she's getting that. I didn't hear him say that, but she's saying that she heard him say that. Um, so I don't know. I'm just being made to look like, I'm this jealous woman, or, I've had a problem with all these other women. And that's not true. That's not true, but it's all good. It's all good. I just want to move on with my life, my content, and everything else. Um, you just woke up. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's time to get ready for the day. Um, yeah, I don't know if there was anything else anybody could think of or, want me to address. But this was just to let y'all know I'm back, bitches. I'm back. And I do this thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this thing for me. I'm doing YouTube for an extra stream of income. Shout out to the people that I have connected with, that I am friends with, that really support me without any angles, without any, motives or, other intentions. Shout out to y'all, thank you for that. Um, it's just unfortunate that, people can come around wanting to use you, you know. Um, I don't know if I'm like, if naive is the word to use for me. I'm not sure. I've heard people use that word with me before, but I'm gonna continue to be who I am as a woman, as a person. Um, as far as, just being welcoming, respectful, and just, believing what you give me and what you show me up front, until other things about you start to reveal themselves. What's going on, Armand? Um, so yeah, and I know that because a lot of people don't like me, because there is like this hate campaign against me, this dogpiling attack on me. You guys are going to believe whatever you hear about me, you know? And all I can say is I've always been genuine. My heart is pure. God knows my heart. Um, so yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say. Um, but thank you guys so much for the support. Um, when did the attack start and what kicked it off? Well, I've been on here for about 3 years now, right? And there's been, different attacks and different things that have happened along the way. They would come, they would go. They would come, they would go. Um, the most recent time that I experienced where people and I'm cool with one of the individuals now. But back in January, what's up, OG Kicks? Good to see you. Man, I missed y'all, yo. I missed y'all. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like. Please hit the like. Please. I'm just coming back after being suspended for 7 days, y'all. Please help me get back into the algorithm, please. Okay? Um, my channel took a hit back in January. And I'm not gonna, go into what happened because I made amends with, people involved in that situation. Hold on, y'all. I gotta use the bathroom. Give me a second. Y'all, it's that time of the month. I'm emotional like a motherfucker. Ooh, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a human. I refuse to quit. All right. I just washed my hands. I was on mute. You know, I had people listening to everything, listening, stalking. I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care what y'all think about me. I don't care what y'all say about me. I don't. But this shit is weird. Y'all are weird. Let me read y'all this comment. Let me read this comment to y'all. I'm emotional as fuck. It's that time of the month. Going through a breakup. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. You know, I'm hurt. I'm curious to know how you feel about the robot watching all your content in her Discord with a humble audience studying everything you do. Do you think that's creepy? They literally watch all y'all content and discuss, make plans about staging reactions. I can't wait for all this fake shit to come to an end. Promoting you just to have someone to bully to look tough. So I'm being promoted just to be bullied. It done got bad in these YouTube streets. That was a comment that I received this morning. It's very creepy. I'm so uncomfortable, but I'm still gonna keep going through my through the discomfort. I'm gonna keep going, y'all. I'm not here for none of this shit. I'm here to do this YouTube thing. I'm not the only content creator that's experiencing shit like this. I'm not. But guess what? It's a part of the game. And I'm going to keep going. And y'all going to continue to see me. Y'all know, those of y'all that have been supporting me from the beginning, y'all have seen me just keep bouncing back, keep coming back. Y'all, and you're going to continue to do so. I promise you that. I promise y'all that. That's my word. That's my word. Look, we have an Avenger popping out the bushes now, saying that that's a lie. No, it isn't. Y'all do. Y'all do play all the content in Discord. You do. Everyone's been saying that. You know, you people sit on here and act like you're not human yourselves. Y'all sit on here and nitpick every little thing that people go through and experience on here as if you are God. As if you don't go through your own things in your own life. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all sit on here and act like motherfucking children. Worse than children. Children don't even act like this. Y'all get so fucking invested in people that choose, that make a decision to come on here and just be themselves, whatever it is they choose to do. I know for a fact I can completely change my shit. I can completely stop going live and just do uploads and just do vlogs. I can. But you know what I like about the lives? I like engaging. I like talking back with y'all. I get to see some of you guys that are also human. Because a lot of y'all not on here acting like you better than, acting like you God, acting judgmental and critical. Some of y'all be like, damn, you know what? I go through the same thing. We've been having conversations about relationships over here, and women have stepped up and said, yeah, you know, I'm in a situation where I may not be treated the best way. You know what I'm saying? And we try to encourage each other. That's the point of these conversations. That's the point of me doing what I do. I have never done any type of content attacking anybody unless they attacked me first. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I'm not listening or paying attention to what anybody else is saying about me because it's a trigger. It's a trigger, right? And then you start giving that shit your attention when they don't need your attention. They want your attention. Man, I would have folded a long time ago. All the shit that I've heard about myself, all the shit that has been made up about me, all the bullying, taking my photos and comparing me to men, characters, cartoons, animals. Man, I done been through it all. And if I was an insecure woman, and if I really allowed the bullying and what people were saying about how I look, my body, just everything, I would have been folded, y'all. This shit is sad. Talking about everything that I have that I don't get on here bragging. I don't. You know, and that's the problem when people come for you. When people come for you, they want to try to, make it seem like, no, let me go back. When people come for you, right, and you know certain things about the person coming for you, and when you say certain things in defense of yourself, now the entire community wants to act as if you're bragging or you think you're better than the rest of us. And that was never the case. I've never bragged about what I have. I'm proud of my accomplishments, and I'm going to continue to be proud of that. I've done this all on my own. I'm proud of that. Y'all are not going to make me feel ashamed. You're not. And I'm sorry that it's something that bothers you. I'm sorry about that. I hear some of y'all saying y'all getting ready to get cars. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you get the kind of car you want. I hope you get something better than me. You know, some of y'all got shit to say about me having a Honda Civic. It is a 2025. I love my baby. I love my car. I hope you get something better than me. Congratulations. Some of y'all aren't living in the best, in the best home environment. So I hope you get something better than me. I hope you become a homeowner. I hope whatever it is you desire, you get. I'm not a hater. I'm not trying to stop y'all. I'm not trying to do none of that. You know, all I've seen is people trying to dim my light. You know, I've heard y'all say, she always smiling. She always, no matter what. Today, I'm emotional. I am. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a hell of a couple of days for me. Um, I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to. Trying to keep going. You know what's crazy about doing life alone, right? You don't know who to trust. You don't know what's real anymore. You really don't. They say, oh, you got to have discernment. You got to have discernment. Some people are so good with their words, you know? And a lot of times words are all you have to go by, right? How does someone show you that you can trust them? How does someone, you know, just how do you know? I have a child I'm raising, right? A little boy. And it's my job, it's my duty to make sure that he isn't violated, that he doesn't have to experience bullying or teach him how to, because he's going to experience it. We living in a cruel world, man. He's going to experience it, especially with him being autistic and maybe being considered slow, right? Um, I have a lot to do. And one of the things that I'm choosing not to incorporate in my list of things that I have to do, that's Samantha McLean, okay? What I have to do, or what I don't need to do, is consume myself and my thoughts with the opinions of others. Their opinions don't make or break me. Their opinions don't pay my bills. Their opinions don't contribute to my assets or my paycheck. In this moment of growing and leveling up, and, you know, I got to learn how to move better. You know, I am a woman of God. I am. And with that comes a responsibility to carry myself a certain way. And I've made excuses, right? I've been saying for the last 3 years, like, I wasn't happy with my behavior on here. And as this platform continues to grow, YouTube has made it a little bit easier for people to find your channel. I can't even share a YouTube video without it linking to my channel. So I'm sharing videos with friends, coworkers, whatever. They're going to know my channel. People are not going to understand some of the activities that I've gotten myself into on here, where, I've been forced to have to, like, defend myself and stand up against bullies. So I'm just making a better effort to just really protect my mental and protect my activities on this app. I don't want to listen to people that no longer support me, because I already know where, they're going to go with what they're doing. I've become a popular target in this sector, and it's weird to me. But I get it, I'm an easy target, because I don't even know why. I don't even know why. Why am I an easy target? I don't even think it matters. But that's the fact. So, um, whew, let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying. Damn, we got 51 of y'all in the building. Can y'all hit the like, please? I should have at least 25. Let me at least get 25 likes, y'all. Trees also play everybody content. Are you going? I just read a comment that was left for me and they spoke on who they spoke on. Like, why do y'all do that? We know, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we know it's other people that do it. You know, y'all need to be concerned about that because y'all are the ones that pay these people to play other people's content to talk about them. There's multiple CCs that do it. We know that. But the person that left that comment left it about a specific person. Let's leave it at that. Damn. You know, anything that I talk about on my channel is for y'all awareness. Y'all should know that. Those of y'all that have been supporting me from the beginning, I don't do the type of content, or I don't to even when I respond to the bullies and the shit that I've been experiencing, I always try to present it in a Sammy kind of way, in a way where I'm like, all right, y'all, this is what's going on. This a new troll coming after me or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? I've always done it like that. And I'll continue to do it like that. I'm trying to bring awareness. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on, what I'm experiencing, because that's what my channel is about. And yeah, unfortunately, I do go low with these people, you know, and that's on me. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up photos and roasting and dragging or whatever the case is. Like, man, I'm 44 years old. This shit is corny to me. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That shit is corny. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. All this shit going on in the world, there's so much to talk about. Like, it's weird how invested people are in each other. Regular, average, normal people. This shit is weird. Let's just be honest. And I've been saying that. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all like that. There are a few of y'all because we're actually friends. We make connections. Y'all really support me and love me. But the majority or some of these other people, especially if I know you don't like me, all right, cool. No problem. You know, why you gotta keep speaking on me? Why you over here watching my content just so you can have something to talk about in regards to me? I know how to move around. I know how to be like, okay, you know what? Me and this individual is no longer cool, no problem. I wish them well. I keep going. You know, I've fallen out, quote unquote, fallen out with several people on here that I've done nothing but respect, try to, I've done nothing but respect, and I've tried to, just be cordial and cool without any additional, nothing behind it. You know what I'm saying? And shit just goes left for whatever reason. You know, I always seem to piss people off for whatever reason. And it's not intentionally. I don't know. It's like, do people wait for that ball to drop? I don't know. Someone said yesterday, so you're just innocent in all of this. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't know if innocent is the word to use, but could I have made better decisions about how I move, things that I've done, that I've said? Yeah, I probably could have. Am I too freely with my access? Or yeah, yeah, I would say that. Um, Let me see. Good morning, Miss T. Sammy, I was concerned from the second you started letting certain girls in your bubble. We knew what was ahead. Any you did too after a certain extent. So predictable, demonic energy. We knew what was ahead. I don't know what you mean. No, I am gonna listen. I am gonna cry. I am. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm human. I've been holding so much inside for months, for years. Sometimes you get tired of being strong. You get tired of being strong. You get tired of carrying the burden. You get tired of doing everything your motherfucking self. We got to stop that shit. Holding shit inside. That's how motherfuckers end up offing themselves. That's how motherfuckers end up offing other people. You holding shit inside, knowing you hurting. Knowing that you are hurting. We got to stop doing that shit. Ain't nobody gonna suppress my emotions. That's why God made emotions. Feel it. Get it out. I've been doing everything else publicly. Why not? The fuck? I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about it. I am hurting. I'm fucked up. And people think this shit is a joke. I'm just a fucking clown on this motherfucker to y'all. It's fucked up. But it's cool. You was with the mess when you were in the crowd. Don't play. All right. Whatever. I know. You can only trust you. Watch how they treat other people. Once you realize the target was your good energy and life force, you step your game up. That's why it's best to just be yourself. If you're embarrassed to let your family see, it's time to. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm embarrassed about anything. What I'm saying is people don't understand this bullshit. I am who I am. People don't understand this dumbass shit that goes on this app. The bullying. And I try to tell my people know this is what I do. They know I'm a content creator. They know I be online. But all this fuck shit that motherfuckers be doing on here, this shit is crazy. Fuck you mean? Ain't nobody embarrassed. Please. Hey, Sky Blue, good morning. Thank you, honey. Happy Friday. Did I say anybody forced me to do anything? I'm taking accountability for my actions. Like, y'all, it's like, why are you here if you're gonna like mix my words up, right? I didn't say anybody forced me to do anything. I am a target. Followed the wrong crowd. Please, everybody, listen, listen. Don't feel bad. Shit is real. It's real shit right now. What's up, Farici? I'm great. I'm great. Y'all gotta stop letting when someone is having a moment of emotional, outcry or whatever the case is, that doesn't necessarily mean anything is wrong. It's a release. It's a release. I've been holding things inside, you know what I'm saying, in my heart. It feels good to get it out. Some of y'all don't act like y'all are human. It's weird to me. Y'all don't understand emotions. Not worried about likes, but people should be liking. They just sitting here listening to me. Like the video. I'm not worried about it. I'm asking for them. Hold on. Let me see. It's your key, prana, or life force worth the research? I don't understand what that is. Prana. Nah, I would rather not get into something like that, MJE, respectfully. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Bible. And I just want to really tap into that. That's what I need to turn to in a moment like this. And that's what I'm going to do, once I get off this live. I was excited to be able to go live. And, what I'm feeling is real, and that's how it came out. I'm already being, made fun of and looked at. So why not? Y'all want to know how I'm feeling, right? This is how I'm feeling. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm sad just because I'm crying. I'm not sad. I'm just letting some things out. I'm getting some things off my chest. And I know that this sector is used to people getting things off their chest and they sound angry when they do it, right? They're like screaming and yelling at each other, But how about somebody getting things off their chest and, there's real emotion behind it? Some tears. What's wrong with that? I'm not sad. But that's not something I'm interested in researching respectfully because it may not, be in alignment with my belief as a believer in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, but I'm gonna pass. Self-love equals is important. Once you find peace within yourself, nothing else. Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm full of self-love. You can look at me and tell that I love myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my skin is clear, my teeth are bright. I take care of myself. That means you love yourself. You can tell when people don't love themselves. You can tell they don't, and a lot of people on here and in this sector live in depression. You know what I'm saying? Because their lives are the way that they are and they go through the things that they go through, they're not happy. And they come on here looking to make other people not happy. Okay? But yeah, and you will have people that will try to pull that light from you, drain your energy, stress you out, right? And you know when someone genuinely doesn't give a fuck about you, because when someone truly loves you and gives a fuck about you, they not trying to see you hurt. They're not going to do anything to hurt you. They're not going to do anything to not make you smile, not make you happy. And that's the thing when you start connecting with other people, and you have to be careful with that. And, as women, right, when you start realizing that someone is doing that to you, you got to, and I'm not ashamed of my experience and what I went through. I'm happy that things happen early on, right? It wasn't corny when you were taking part in it. No, I was defending myself. I was defending myself. I didn't take a part in actively bullying anybody, dummy. I'm gonna start getting disrespectful because your comments really reflect how much of brain you lack. You're not listening. It's corny to bully people on here. It's corny to attack people on. I've never attacked anyone. I've never intentionally bullied anyone. I've always defended myself. And that's the thing. I do need to be a better example of being a woman of God. And I think I have been. I always come on here trying to be positive. Not trying, I am. I've always come on here doing different type of content. So while you're sitting in my comments, see, it's people like you that come over here to my channel wanting to chastise me about my behavior, but y'all sit in the very same content creators that do the bullshit to other people that's not even talking about them, that's not even worried about them or thinking about them, but you encourage that, but you want to come over here to me and make it seem like I'm the bad guy. What's up with you? Girl, shut up. Having too many yes men in your corner will take you down. I don't have any yes men in my corner. My friends and acquaintances and people that I've connected with and bond with, they keep it real with me. They keep it real with me. Sometimes we need our friends to tell us the hard truth. Yes. And my friends that know me know that, I always say that because I know I'm not always going to get it right. And, yeah, and I wouldn't even allow, like, nobody can make me do, if I start feeling like, hey, this doesn't feel right to me, I'm not going to keep doing it. Don't let the girl swap you out your spot, Sammy. Be you, that's why we're here. Yeah, they can't. They can't. There's only one Sammy. There's only one Sammy. There will never be another one. Y'all couldn't make another one if you tried. And that's the great thing about me. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Good morning, Maria. I tell my girls, like, hey, keep it real. I got supporters that y'all don't even see in my chat that are watching and they listen and they be like, hey, they call me up. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about some things. Make good morning. Oh, good morning, big sister Maria. Um, y'all be funny, man. Do I have friends in real life? Of course I do. If you had good energy, you wouldn't be in this situation. That's not true. Because I have good energy, I'm in this situation. Sincere. You never heard of energy vampires or, I mean, when you have good energy and you are a light and you are positive, that is why you get attacked a lot of times. What's wrong with you? Yeah, y'all don't get it. And you probably wouldn't know. Exactly, MJE. What kind of energy gets attacked? Yeah, no, the good light energy, because the devil hates that shit. Duh. The devil don't want to see you happy. The devil don't want to, they hate this shit. They don't want to see people getting along. They don't want to see people doing good. That's why I get attacked, because they want to see Sammy give up, break down, crash out. That's why they said they watching me, right? They waiting for me to crash out. They want to see, yeah. And those devils, my enemies, they gonna eat this up. I don't care. And we're gonna keep on going. I'll go live later. I'll probably be in a completely different energy, completely different mood. I'm already feeling better. It's about me, not about them. That's what y'all don't get. It would be stupid for me to continue to focus on other people. That's the problem. And some of these people got so much shit going on in their lives, but they so worried about what Sammy got going on that they don't even take the time out for themselves to figure out what they need to do for their own life. That's weird to me. I could never worry about another bitch or another nigga so much that I'm neglecting myself, that I'm neglecting my responsibilities, my children, whatever it is I have going on in my real life. I could never do that. And I'm not going to do that. I've been letting people talk. I've been letting people, you know what I'm saying? Like, just whatever. It's whatever to me. I'm sorry people feel the way they feel. Honestly, I don't even think really, people have a genuine issue with me like that. I just think it's something for people to do because they made it a popular thing to do. For months now, there's been nothing but commentary, reactions, and things in regards to Sammy. People said, oh, your head is getting big. This is getting to your head. No, what's getting to my head is the fact that I'm still able to keep going. I didn't give up. Damn, that shit boosted my confidence like a motherfucker. Yes, it did. That don't mean I'm not going to sit here and feel my emotions. That don't mean I'm going to sit here and act like, damn, this shit don't bother me sometimes. Because, damn, I really do be liking people, loving people. Like, that should be real to me. So when it goes left and shit, goes a different way, I'm like, damn, okay, I got to deal with that. I never intended for the issues and the things that happen. Y'all gotta understand, it's a lot of he said, she said bullshit. And my thing is, y'all are so quick to jump on what people say and just take it as a fact. Y'all don't even it's just like, oh, for real, she did that? Oh, she said that? Damn. So y'all just gonna believe whatever whatever somebody's telling you? And a lot of these people are pathological liars. Like in real life, they lie. They came on this app lying about who they are, what they do, what they have, how they living, and y'all just take their word for it. Y'all just believe everything they say now. Meanwhile, they've been popped for their lies. My belief is once a liar, always a liar. When you tell one lie, you are a liar. It's going to be hard for me to believe anything you say. We have someone, and this is no shade, no shade. We have someone that literally, played in our faces and had us thinking they had strokes and all types of shit. We had people lie about critical illnesses like cancer and all types of shit for attention, for a sense of belonging, for what else? Maybe even a grift or I don't know, but this has happened. And now these people have resurfaced and they're back. And they sound clear-minded. They sound completely different. Someone that would go live and sound very ill and sickly had us fooled, okay? And this is no shade. I'm not going to talk about them the way they talk about me. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But it's funny to me how we could just forget about those things and anything that they say now. I'm sorry. When I had that person on my platform, I told them to their face that it will be very hard for me to believe anything that you say going forward. I told them that to their face. And that's a fact. So it's just funny to me, and a lot of y'all, because you don't like certain individuals, when someone says something to you about that person, you're going to run with it just like, oh, okay, because you really think. And then y'all be listening to other people about people as if those people know that person. That's another thing that's crazy to me. But it is what it is. I do need a vacation. I do. I need to get back outside and have some fun. Yeah, thank you, sis. Please be respectful. Yes, period. That's what we doing, boo. Thank you. We all learn from our mistakes. Well, some of us. um, Tears is weakness leaving the body. Ooh, I like that. Loving yourself is more than, oh, of course, of course. It is also about the mental, but that's what I'm saying. When you are in a state of depression, mentally, like I was talking to one of my girls about this the other day. You don't want to get out the bed. You don't want to shower. You don't want to bathe. You don't want to do anything for yourself. You just want to sleep. And I had a couple of those moments within the last couple of weeks. And I've held that into myself. That's what it's a lot of things y'all don't understand. I've been struggling on the inside for a while now because I haven't been happy, you know? I haven't. And to shake off that moment of depression as soon as you see it, that's a big move. That's a big move. So it's moments like that that make me proud that I've been able to push through. I've been able to push through depression because it has been creeping up on me. There's been things that's been going on where I've said, you know what, I just want to get in the bed. I just want to sleep. I don't want to think about it. You know, yeah, that's been happening. Let me let some sunlight in. I gotta get up off of here. When we are mad at others, it's only at self. This is like a bad TED talk. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm just doing my thing on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And you can definitely go to another channel if you don't like what I'm saying. You could swipe up and see somebody else's live. See what somebody else is doing here on the app. You don't have to be invested in what I'm talking about, especially if you don't agree with it and if you don't like it. Simple. It's all types of fuck shit on this app. I'm just having a moment. My channel is about me. It's called Just Call Me Sammy. This is nothing new. I've always come on here. I have early morning talks, reflections. Y'all not going to stop that. And you're not going to make me feel some type of way about it. I know that what I say and what I do is going to touch someone. It's other people. It's so many of y'all out here going through so much shit. Come on. Y'all got to stop this shit. Stop acting tough. Stop acting like you got it all together when you know you really don't. It's okay for me to have a moment. Nobody's going to make me feel bad about that. Y'all can go to your leaders, whoever you sit up under, whatever discords, whatever. Y'all can go over there and laugh at Sammy and talk about Sammy. Y'all go text your homies, whoever. Yeah, Sammy's live. She over there crying. She over there feeling bad for us. Whatever y'all got to do that. But you're not going to make me feel any type of way about it. I'm not ashamed. A lot of y'all are living in shame. That's why a lot of y'all will never have the guts, the goals, or the cojones to do what I do. That's why y'all watch me. Some of y'all are inspired by me. Some of y'all are inspired to want to do this. You got to really be ready. People are going to lie. People going to make shit up about you. People going to hate you. They not going to like you. They're going to bully you, attack you. Be ready. That's all. And it's not necessarily that you have to do anything about it. Be ready to keep going. That's what I would say. Because there's nothing you could really do about it, to be quite honest. Everyone has free will on this app. Whatever they decide to go live and talk about and do, they have the freedom to do so. People want to try to make me feel some type of way about what I'm doing, and I'm not doing anything but living my life. Talking about, different things. I try not to push my opinions on other people. I try to make it an open, discussion where everyone can share their thoughts and opinions on different things. Some we may agree with and some we may not. That's okay. It's cool. You was here before and will continue to be here. Just watch how you move next time. Exactly. Exactly. You honestly don't have the ability. You don't know me to take. That's all I do is take accountability. Sometimes it takes a couple of loops, but the strong, protected, and aware escape the karmic loop by being mindful of ourselves. Absolutely. Self-respect equals self-love as well. Not just, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, well, clearly, I say that because how you feel about yourself on the inside, from your mental, your inner body, it reflects on the outside. That's why sometimes y'all will see me, you be like, Sammy, you glowing. That's because I'm glowing from the inside. I'm glowing because my everything is good. So I'm just saying it shows in your appearance. It does. But of course, that goes without saying. Energy attaches to what you put out. That's not true. That's so people want to attach to my energy, and people have a tendency to suck energy, drain energy. Um have you gotten this off your chest with God and surrendered to him? I don't know what happened. Take problems to the Lord, pray, focus on Jesus, bring back to him. I need to do the same. Have prayed about it. Absolutely. Thank you. Of course. I rebuke any and all negative energy projected to anyone that's trying to put their best foot forward. Anyone projecting love shall receive love, and all hate and low vibration won't be accepted. Facts. In Jesus' name. Here you go, deflecting your issues and dry hating on others. Don't play victim later when. That's fine. She can drag me. No problem. She can take offense to what I'm saying. It's facts though. That we can't deny. It's facts. And she's already been speaking on me. That's the difference, management. She's already been speaking on me and about me and against me. So what else is going to be new? Anyone talking illness upon themselves do not feel good. Yeah, and that was one of the questions. I'm like, that doesn't scare you? I'm just talking about, people that have been dishonest on here. And I've been nothing but honest, Um, I, if anything, I have tried to just, make amends with people because it's a form of me like protecting myself, right? So that's being judged. The fact that I said, you know what, I made amends with individuals because of what they could potentially do to me. I don't think that's being fake, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm like, well, what else can I do? What else should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like we should all just be doing our own thing. Like, I don't think I need to be invested in all these other people. I don't. We don't get along. We may not necessarily like each other. Why can't we just move on? But people still come over here and watch my channel. I go and I might peek just to see what's going on, but I'm not invested. I'm not constantly, every time that person goes live, I'm in there live. No, it's not like that for me. Um, you said they act like one person plays these games. Logging off is good for the mental. Sometimes I won't even pick up my phone at all unless it's important. Your physical body follows the spiritual. Yes. Yes, I've been listening to a lot of music too. And that's what I wish I could play music on the main channel. I kind of been taking advantage of that on the backup channel. I'll play music that's kind of like reflecting what my mood at that time. And it's been cool. I don't have to worry about, my video being restricted or anything because it's not monetized. But yeah, music is really good for the soul. And that's what I like to do, especially in the morning. I'll play worship music. Sometimes I'll play R&B or something. It just depends on my mood, my vibe. I hustle for a living. That's what I say. I hustle for a living. I sell products for my income. So you definitely have to have your head in the game. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about, being a sales agent, a salesperson. You really have to be in a positive, in a great mood because you're dealing with people. You want people to do business with you. So imagine me showing up to my job with all of this shit on my chest, with this burden on me, on my heart. Can you imagine? I would not be successful at what I do if I carried this shit with me. So while it's early morning, while I'm feeling what I'm feeling, I'm going to get it out. I'm ready to start the day. I'm ready to get going. And anything else that happens after that, cool, no problem. It is what it is. And that's the thing. When you make connections with people on here, um, you got to be prepared for what they will do next. And I'm prepared for that. I expect it. I expect it, you know. Keep doing you, Sammy. You have great content. You don't have to go back and forth with lame ass peons. You a queen and reign in all your glory. Thank you so much, Thurman. I appreciate that. Good morning, Quinn. Good to see you, boo. Thank you so much. You have to log off. Social media addiction is new. Addiction are attachments. Well, I haven't been on my channel for 7 days. I started going live on my backup channel. The first video that I did was to address someone that is actively monitoring me. Okay. The first video I did was about this individual. Again, I try to raise awareness. I try to let people know what's going on. And that was the purpose of that. I didn't keep going live about them. Unlike them who have done multiple lives about me. Every single time I do something, they go live about it. I did one live, just talking about the current events that's going on, which is still very questionable. Now, I will say that the person that left that comment, I reached out to them and I'm praying, and I need y'all to join me in prayer on this. I am trying to get them over here, and not in a malicious way. I need to have a conversation with them. It is imperative that we talk. And y'all may not like this person. It does not matter. I don't care what y'all think. It is imperative that me and this person have a conversation, a public one. So y'all please join me in prayer on this, that I can lock down this conversation. And I'm asking y'all to be respectful if they do decide to come over here and do this conversation with me. But that's really all I want right now. Honestly, I need to talk to this person. So I'm working on that. I'm working on that. And when I can secure that, y'all will know about it. People don't want to see you doing good. And that's okay. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm a content creator. So for a lot of you guys that are just subscribers, yeah, you should log off, especially if you feel like you're getting too invested. This is my work. I'm on here to work. I make money. I'm monetized. And y'all can judge and criticize that all y'all want. That's my business. This is my business, not yours. So all of that, I take a break when I feel I need to take a break. If I feel like it's getting too much, but I don't feel like that. Damn, y'all take these little conversations. Again, I feel like y'all are taking what I'm saying a little too. I'm telling y'all how I'm feeling. Y'all don't need to feel what I'm feeling. I get the suggestions and stuff, but this is what we do. I've seen several content creators come online and cry about, bullying comments and stuff. You got to keep going. Get it out, keep going. That's what we doing. It's okay. It's okay. Some people do have it all together. Don't hate because your man clowned you publicly and you feeling away. People are still good and happy. Yeah, that's what's up. Good for you. That's what's up. I would never be a CC. I didn't choose to be in this sector. I didn't choose this sector. I'm just on YouTube, and I've always said that. Even when VS Icon had did an interview with me, um, when VS Icon did an interview with me, she kept saying like, "So are you Jaguar right sector or Black T sector?" And I'm like, "I'm on YouTube. My goal is to be in as many sectors as I possibly can. And that just depends on my content, right? The only way you are in this sector is if all of your content is focused on this sector. So, for example, and this is no shade to like Phantom, right? But Phantom is putting himself in this sector, and other individuals. They came from, the boxing sector, and now you're putting because your content now is talking about reviewing, reacting, and doing commentary on people in the sector. So that keeps you in the sector. But when he does the boxing, that puts him back in the boxing sector. When you do cooking or when you're doing food reviews, mukbangs, that's putting you in other sectors. I have responded to individuals in this sector with certain videos that I've done, but I keep going and I keep doing other things. I do in real life streaming where, we go out, we go to stores, we go shopping. Even when I was doing Instacart, just trying to make some extra money when I needed it, I was bringing y'all along. So it just depends. You stay in this sector if that's all you're gonna focus on. That's how you end up staying in it. Could you imagine going to a grown woman's chat At the ass crack of dawn talking about her man when he ain't the topic. Right. Right. Do not judge. You should be able to move on. Moving on means moving forward without looking back. Crying, laughing at the idiocracy. Yeah, it's to make me feel some type of way, MJE. You know, it's to make me feel some type of way. What's wrong with the verticals? What happened? What's wrong with the verticals? My Instagram. What's up, BVO? Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Lemon. What's going on? Damn, y'all just coming in. Who came to cause havoc and destruction? Who did? I know that's what the enemy does. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's a fact. But yeah, y'all, that's my time. Um, thank you guys for watching. Even if it's just to watch and hear me in distress, or and it's sad how many of y'all just look forward to people doing bad, to people, not um y'all want to see, and that just goes to show the type of spirit that you have within you. You know what I'm saying? When you live to watch the destruction of someone else, you know that's interesting. But I'm going to continue to want the best for everyone. Whatever it is that your heart desires, I hope you guys get it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Whatever you got to do what you got to do. I know I am, and that's a fact. Um, to those of you guys that really truly support me, thank you. I'm hoping that I get a reply. I really do. I'm hoping I can set this up. Honestly, I want to have this conversation more than I even want to do the speed dating thing, but we're going to do it nonetheless. If this person is willing to have this conversation with me and they're available tonight, today, I am going to reschedule what I have scheduled, and we're going to switch it up. Because that conversation with that person is the most important thing to me right now. And I think it's important for you guys as well. I think what we want to talk about needs to be heard. And so that's what I'm working on. Y'all join me in prayer on that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. They already made the first move. I made the next move, and now it's on them. So we'll see. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. I'm good. I'm great. My son is good. My son is great. Life is good. Life is great. And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I appreciate you guys, even the ones that hate me, don't like me, that, have so much to say about me. You have made me stronger. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. You have made me stronger. Okay? Um, and yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up off of here. But thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless you guys. And yeah, listen, keep feeling, right? Keep feeling. Don't hold things inside. Don't hold things inside. Get it out. It doesn't make you weak. Not one bit. Not one bit. I feel rejuvenated. And I'm excited and I'm ready to go. I'm so happy to have my channel back. This is my baby. So I'm happy to be back. And yeah, I'm going to keep that name, you know. I'm going to keep that name because it is true. I am the most hated queen here on YouTube or in the black tea sector. I'll say that. And, the creator of that brand, Ben, he may crown someone else, his most hated queen. And that's great. You know what I'm saying? I am the most hated queen, Sammy. Okay. And that's a fact. And so, I'm grateful for that opportunity, for that moment. It definitely brought something up out of me that I think needed to happen. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm always going to try to find the good in everything, especially when, it could potentially go bad. Um, but that's okay. I'm grateful for every opportunity. And I've said that about everyone that I've connected with on here. In that moment, I've been blessed. I'm appreciative. I thank everyone for their support when I did have their support. And, you know, um, I'm going to choose to just, move on. I'm moving on with my life, myself, my content. And yeah. Hi, Tony. I'm back. I'm back, Tony. I was on lockdown for 7 days, yo. But we back. We back. I'm gonna probably go live later on this afternoon. Um, I haven't had much of an appetite, y'all. I'll be honest. I really haven't. My baby's waking up, y'all, so I gotta go. Yes, honey. 6:47. It's time to get up. Let's get ready. Um, I miss you too, man. For real. I miss you too. But we're gonna get back to the good vibes. We're gonna get back to
Mommy, what are you doing online?
I can't. Just talking, baby. I'm about to get off. But all right, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. I am the most hated queen in this sector.
Mommy.
And that's a fact.
Mom.
Hold on, baby. Come on, because they keep talking about you calling my name and all right, hold on, okay? Let me wrap it up. No. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. I gotta get to it. I hope you guys have a great day. What's up, Tracy? Hi, Tracy.
Can you take a quick shower?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I will. We're gonna get up out of here. Um, so yeah, y'all. All right. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Thank you for whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all later.